In charge of organizing.
Chicago, everybody! Next one, we're out here for one reason, and that's trying to improve a contract that seems to be very, very difficult to improve. The company at ABC is currently attempting to make a mockery out of bargaining, and they're also attempting to diminish the rights and privileges that we are currently enjoying at ABC. This is intolerable for a company that is making loads and loads of money. We're asking the company to come and bargain. We give them counter proposals that we can help us resolve this problem, and they've been unable to accept any of our counter proposals throughout the country. And it's going to have a dramatic impact on your families, on your security, and on your future. I'm glad that everybody realizes the significance of these negotiations. With your support, we're going to try to come to a rational conclusion to these negotiations, and that with a contract that gives honor and dignity to the members who deserve it. I'm going to let John Clark, our sector president, address this group, and I want to thank him very, very much for all his efforts and support during this very difficult time in our history. John?
Thanks, Ray. Well, you've been working now for nearly 17 months without a contract, and we haven't been able to make much progress at the bargaining table. This company, which is extremely rich, as Ray said, it's one of the richest entertainment companies in the world, has more money than God almost. This company doesn't need the kind of changes it's trying to force down your throat. It doesn't need to reduce your pension contribution. It doesn't need to deprive you of your livelihood by keeping you out of the new technologies. Right on, John. It doesn't need to reduce the salary of the daily hire workers. It doesn't need to do any of those things. In fact, with the amount of money that this company has, they can improve your contract, and there's no reason why they shouldn't, other than pure and simple corporate greed. Well, we're having our conference down the street at the Hyatt, and we wanted to bring all of the delegates here today to show you that you have the full support of NABET CWA and the CWA. We're not going to rest. We're not going to rest until there's a fair and equitable contract that you want to ratify. That's our goal, and that's what we want to achieve. And with help like this, that's what we're going to achieve. I think we still may have a long road ahead of us, but if we see the kind of enthusiasm we see here today, the number of people who turn out here today, I think we're going to win this fight. You can't give up. You got to go on, and we're going to win this. We're going to keep going as long as we have to. There's not going to be any peace until there's a contract. No contract, no peace. No contract, no peace. No contract, no peace. No contract, no peace.
No contract, no peace. Just a moment, I would like to have Charlie Braco, our Vice President from Local 41.
I just want to thank everybody for turning out and remind you all that the mobilization is working. It's wearing the company down. It's evident in their attitude and their posture. And don't think for a minute it doesn't work. Continue the fight. Continue wearing red. All of our mobilization activities are important. And I want to thank all of the delegates from around the country who took their lunch hour today to come out and support us. Thank you all very much. Welcome to Chicago.
I'm also going to ask Carmine Turchi, who's a member of our bargaining committee from the CWA. He's been very, very helpful to us. He's been very supportive of Local 41. He's never, ever said no to Local 41. We've asked him to come out last June. He came out with Tony Capitano, and he helped us with our rally at the Chicago Theater, and he was kind enough to come here today. And I'm going to ask him to say a few words to you about our situation. Carmine?
I love this town. It's a great town. I just want to say a few things about bargaining with Disney. But more importantly, bargaining in broadcasting in general. Every one of our fights in broadcast and in telecommunications has been over jurisdiction of work. They want to, the corporate bastards, want to take advantage of the technology to do away with good union paying jobs. That's what it's all about. ABC has 100+ proposals still on the table, 15 months I think it is since the contract expired, and every one of them does away with jobs. Hello. Let me tell you the difference between two employers, both involved in the high-tech industry. ABC, Bell Atlantic. We just concluded an unbelievably successful strike for against Bell Atlantic. What do you think the issue was? Jurisdiction, union jobs. In Bell Atlantic, we got language that defines union work as that work that our members are currently doing, have historically done. And then it defines further the word currently doing. And currently is defined to include what that work evolves to. If Disney ABC, I suspect that if Disney ABC was willing to make that simple statement across the bargaining table, we could have a contract in 20 hours. They're no good bastards. We gotta hurt them. We gotta keep hurting them. We need to use a grievance strike. We need to use it throughout the country. Broadcast engineers, broadcast technicians, and the rest of the occupations that NABET represents needs to get more militant, whether it's with ABC, and we got the same fight coming up with NBC, or all the smaller independent stations.
And to give you his version of things, Tony's also been very supportive of Local 41, and he's been very helpful to us.
Thank you. Listen, you guys are all out of order, you know that. Okay, so, but keep it up, because being out of order sends them a very strong message. And the message is that we're not going to play by the rules. If you play by the rules, you're going to lose. And that's a course that we took in Local 11, Local 16 with Jim Miller from Cornell. And it's worked very well. It's worked with the grievance strike. It's worked with me and Carmine being arrested with Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse in New York. And whatever it's going to take, I actually, and I know Ray and Charlie, and I know that the people here in Chicago will do whatever it takes to secure a good contract. And with people like you people out here in Chicago, with New York and the West Coast and Chicago, we're gonna get a good contract. We just got to hang in there, and we just got to be tough.
So I have another negotiator here from San Francisco, and as most of you are aware, this company wants to separate San Francisco from the master agreement, and Kevin Wilson is their representative, and I'd like to have him address you. Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, Ray. As you know, there have been rallies all over the country, and what's been going on here is outrageous with ABC. In San Francisco, you've probably heard that what they're interested in is two-tier wages, two-tier benefits. Everybody knows that the two-tier wage system is terrible for the union. It tears the families apart. It tears the benefits apart. Everything that we've worked for 30 years at ABC is just going down the drain under their proposals. The message that we've sent loud and clear in all of the locations all over the country is that we're not going to take it. We're going to negotiate. We've continued to propose dates for Jeff. The dates don't seem to work out for Jeff for one reason or another. But we're going to continue to negotiate, and the message here today is that we're going to be here as long as it takes. We're not giving up. Jeff's not going to have his way, and it won't be long until we do have a successful contract for the whole country. Thank you.
Hey, Jim Joyce from Local 16 in New York, an extraordinarily skillful mobilizer and a real great guy, and he's been very helpful to Local 41.
Right outside the Chicago Theater when Hercules opened and sent a message to both the Walt Disney Company and WLS-TV that we weren't going to go away. The company's asking for our unconditional surrender at the bargaining table to accept terms and conditions of employment that will virtually decrease our incomes and put our families' welfare in jeopardy. Well, we're not going to let that happen. Mobilization has just begun, and I'm here to announce that today and at the CWA conference next week, we're embarking on a new campaign involved with mobilization. We understand that Emily Barr hasn't had that much to do lately, so we decided she should have some mail to read. Starting today at the NABET sector conference, at the CWA convention, and then proceeding to the general public, all the general managers at WLS, at WABC, at KGO, at KABC are going to be receiving postcards in the mail. Let me read how this postcard reads to you. As a concerned citizen, I'm writing you because I am distressed by the way you and Disney ABC treat your NABET CWA represented employees. Your FCC license to operate the station helped Disney ABC post $1.9 billion in profits for 1997. Yet you and Disney ABC threaten your NABET CWA represented employees with job cuts, health care cuts, and pension contribution cuts. As a result of this and other conduct, Channel 7 is not serving in the public interest. I intend on pursuing this with my elected representatives and with the FCC in Washington, D.C. I request that you place this card in the public information file at your station. And then there's a space for the public to sign and date it. As it turns out, WLS, KGO, and KABC's licenses are up for renewal. And I don't think they're going to like having these in their public information file. So continue to mobilize until we win a fair contract from Disney ABC. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ray. As surveyed, well, I've been called a lot of different things, but I think I'll settle for that. Actually, not something that I wanted to get into, but with the opposition as it is with Mr. Ruthizer, apparently there is no other way. I think that one of the speakers before me had used the term unconditional surrender. That is exactly what the company wants us to do, and that is not in the cards. Compromise and trying to address the issues and the real problems, that we can live with. But an unconditional surrender, that is not going to happen. Now I notice on this light bulb, there's a couple slogans here. And it's fair to remember, and on the street of many memory. Well, I can assure you that this affair that we're having with Disney ABC under the heading of mobilization, that is going to be not only a memory for the company and their corporate greed, but also a nightmare. And I think that this is something that we can continue, and I think we can win in the final analysis if we all hang together and do exactly what we're doing today. So it's a memory that will not go away and will live on and on and on until we get this fair contract. Thank you very much.
I would like to have the female portion of our negotiating committee address you. She's came all the way from LA for the conference, and she was kind enough to come here today. So please, Gina.
Beautiful. I'll keep my comments brief. What has really impacted me in these negotiations has been the unity of the mobilization effort throughout the country. What we've done in one city, we've done in another, and in another, and another, so that Disney gets the message across the board. We're together, we're united, and we won't give up without a good contract. Good. Thank you.
Has been in many of the conferences with us, and he's been through many of the negotiating sessions, so he has first-hand knowledge of what's going on. Sir?
Everybody, listen, this struggle is about your jobs, your livelihoods. This is not one contract to take lightly. The requests that the company is making at the table are unacceptable. They refuse to give on this. We're going to have a big fight in front of us, and we all better get ready. But you know what? You're fighting for your livelihoods. They want to take away any job security. They want to increase daily hires, but they want to take your job security away at the same time. What is against this company, because they don't want you to know what it's going to cost you. They have negotiated rates. They know what that term is. I'm sure some of you guys know what it is. That's going away.
They're saying, how come it's not good enough for NABET? Well, it's not good enough for NABET. As far as we're concerned, it's also not good enough for the people who agreed to go into it, but that's their problem. This plan, even though it is a lie, we are not going to accept this plan. We are not going to have it shoved down our throats. The company can tell you as many times as they want that we can't expect them to maintain separate medical plans for NABET and everybody else, but let me tell you something. We can expect it. We are expecting it. The company is doing it now, and the company can continue to do it as far as we're concerned. We are not going to accept an inferior medical plan, no matter how many other company employees accepted it. Thank you.
Whatever it takes. We don't give a goddamn what it takes. Whatever it takes, we must win. What do we want? We want a contract. When do we want it? Now. Thank you, Ray.
Today at the conference, Dennis Gannon from the Chicago Federation of Labor addressed us, and he pledged the Chicago Federation of Labor's full support during the very, very difficult negotiations. So they have always been supportive to us, the Chicago Federation of Labor, and they will continue to be supportive.
Being a union, and we're going to be together, and we're going to preserve our jobs, and you know what? It's all of us. Look around, look at all the different locals, the independents, the networks, ABC, NBC. We're in it together, and we are going to win. God bless.
And how they make reasonable accommodations to the locals. That is not true. All they've done is modified their own positions. All they've done is change theirs. They have rejected all the proposals that you have sent to us. They will not incorporate any of the proposals you have sent us, that we have suggested to them. They want it their way, they want to dictate it, and they want to make sure that they're going to ram it down your throats. But in Chicago, we say, no, there will be no peace here.